Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his man, it's Washington. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting...
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority #1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top.
He unleashes a long one. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Sooners!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. quick completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
As an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark. The 39, it'll be fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. The sure hands, it's Kearney. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Kearney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Stroud. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Oklahoma.
First play of the period will be a second down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. Becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Bears line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. On the run, it's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Baylor! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. off this drive and snap it from the 40. Might be changing the route. White going to attack through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 10. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hit as he throws. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. White wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get... Stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Let's go. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Find some fresh air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, the power run here. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bears are on the move.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Making side adjustments here. White going to attack through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that. But
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividend.
He smashes his way through again. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snags a quick pass on the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Right, wants to throw it. He's got him this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive.